Good morning, welcome back to Breakfast Television. With a couple of recent injuries to Erik Karlsson from the Sens and our very own Zach Redmond from your Jets, we are talking about your safety when it comes to being on the ice. So we brought in a guy who knows. We got Gord McMillan joining us from Pro Hockey Life to talk about what I can do to make sure this thing doesn't end up where it's not supposed to be. There's actually a couple of products that would have helped the guys when they were on the ice. Can you walk me through some of these socks that you got?
Absolutely. First and foremost, sort of the sock that everybody's talking about is the Kevlar sock from Bauer.
Okay.
So this actually has Kevlar woven into the fabric.
The stuff they make bulletproof vests out of?
Yep, same stuff.
And it's right in there, and it's going to stop a hockey blade?
It will. All of these products, they're not, they can't guarantee that they'll stop anything.
Right.
But they are tear and cut resistant.
Okay.
They're not cut proof. That is, they can't always guarantee it, but they do offer just a ton more protection than anything else.
More than a good old sweaty cotton sock.
Absolutely.
Okay, so how does it feel? Because hockey players are going to say, just like the argument against visors, how does it feel on the feet and in the skate?
For the most part, at least with the Bauer, it tends to be a little bit hotter than a traditional hockey sock.
Okay.
So it does take a little getting used to, but once you get used to it, most players that switch over after 2 or 3 times on the ice, they say they don't even notice it anymore.
Okay, so a little bit warmer, but not a bad idea. There's also some other options as well if you're not going to go for the full-out Kevlar. Guys like these also cut resistant?
Yeah, these are also cut resistant.
And a little longer too, right?
Yeah, they are a little bit longer. All of the cut resistant socks, they come up to roughly about just below the knee.
Okay.
So they make sure that they want to come up just sort of at the top of the calf.
Okay. Which is good covering the ankle, but these guys, the Gladiator, go a whole lot longer.
The Gladiator go a whole lot longer because they're a traditional hockey sock that goes over top of the shin pad.
Okay, so just like a regular sock.
Yep, just like a regular sock. And what this is, on the inside, it's a Dyneema fiber.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
So basically what it is, it's a traditional polyester hockey sock on the exterior.
Yep.
And on the interior, it's actually 40 times stronger than steel, apparently.
Wow.
So what it actually does is, with the 2 different layers, it helps to also, with a skate or a stick should cut it, it helps to slow it down, the first layer, and then the second layer is what actually gives the protection.
Stop it from hitting skin, okay.
Yeah.
But the proof is in the pudding. Can we actually try one?
Yep, absolutely.
Do you want to, here, you hold, I want to skate. I want to try and cut it, if I may. So, freshly sharpened?
Freshly sharpened yesterday at Pro Hockey Life.
Holy schmoly. Barely even a line made on it there. Barely even a line made on it. Very cool. So it's an option for you when it comes to the legs, and it would have been a great thing for Karlsson or our boy from the Jets, who's thankfully recovering well. But there's also throat protection, maybe possibly even more important. And my kid can get this, and it'll do the exact same job when it comes to his neck.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. And especially for in Manitoba, every youth hockey is mandated to have neck guards.
Okay.
One of the drawbacks, especially when you get to be an adult, it's not mandated. So that's one of the things that many people will still choose to use the neck guard as they become an adult, simply just because of the protection that it offers. It's when you get something around your throat, you always want to be careful.
Thankfully, in the NHL, we haven't seen that in a very long time, but it is, as most of us will remember, particularly heinous when it comes to getting the throat up that high. Same thing can happen, though, when it comes to like the compression shirts. This has got a little bit of protection from Bauer in the throat.
This one actually has Kevlar again directly in the throat protection.
Wow.
So it helps again for anything, especially in the throat, is typically more sticks. You get the end of a stick coming up, but also can be a skate if somebody goes down onto the ice.
Good idea. Quickly, before I let you go, when it comes to the brain bucket, what do I need to keep in mind when it comes to my helmet and my kid's helmet?
Basically, when it comes to helmets, the more research and development has gone into more helmets in the last 5 years than ever before. So we have 2 of these helmets, are the Reebok 11K and the Bauer React helmet. Basically, unfortunately, when it comes to helmets, the more money you spend, the better the helmet, the more protection you get.
That's one of those places where you're not going to skimp, you're not going to save.
No, the helmet is certainly one area that you definitely do not want to skimp on.
Yeah, the brain tends to be rather precious. So we're going to talk a little bit later, though, coming up about where you can save. Maybe even your kid's stick can make a difference when it comes to going composite or going wood. Maybe able to save a few dollars there. We've got some more ideas when it comes to equipping your little one, making sure they're safe, and it doesn't break the bank. Coming up on BT.